He nods to you reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. What is that? Gulls and scores, but shh. He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head toward the speakers. A new, very high-pitched, shivering sound emerges amidst the others. That's it. The signal and the noise, the thin whisper. The low range of sounds is easier to handle with focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be a sound of water lapping at the bank. Huh. You know now that I've listened to it on those new speakers. It's not the cold of Aqua. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward? Lucky bastard, he's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by in the streets. What's that? A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow. Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. There's a note of indignation in his voice. No judgment, sir. Just curious. I probably did lots of pyrohalidon before I lost my memory. I've had to take it, you know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days. Thank you, Pain Threshold. People's Pile, what was that? Bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity into underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of. He points at the white triangle on his orange safety jacket. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help fire brigades contain the spill. On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood. Tough son of a bitch, this one. Mad respect. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. Must have been tough. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, early deaths, cancer mostly, and we knew all that was coming out, even as we were cleaning up best we could. Whose fault was it the generator failed? No one's. Everyone's. So much bitterness. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor hoping for the best. What do you think is gonna happen? How'd you end up running the pawn shop? Cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died, left me this shack and these sort of junk in it. So I come to Martinez. People told me, don't go there, it's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far from Faubourg as I can. Still in the same city, but thanks. I like theory more than story. Outward movement, not vortices. Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man. There's something I'd like to sell. I'd like to sell my clothes. Not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Let me check my pockets. Not selling the figurine. I might need that. I'll sell that. This other postcard. The photo of a happy couple. The postcard from Boogie Street. And the empty cassette. I am not selling Kim's pen. He seems to be very fond of it. I don't have anything else to sell at the moment. What do we have here? Hey. So we've been monitoring your internally, and now we know your capo type. Wait, there are capo types? Yeah, guess what's yours? Sorry, cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry, cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Won't the other capo types be jealous? What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine, don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual capo type from sorry to anything. I'm sorry. Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info, or maybe every time you said you're sorry to get $1 million. That won't happen. Rigorous self-critique. -1 to authority. You're the embarrassment of the party. Alright. How much money do I have now? Fuck! I am 50 cents short! Are you fucking kidding me? Can I get a discount on the boombox? A police discount? Discount. I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real. A man like that in a neighborhood like this, in a rickety house falling into the sea, there's fear in him. Use it to your advantage. How does 10 real sound? Sounds like a ripoff, but okay, I can make it 10, but no lower. You got a deal. Thank you. And here you go, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes. Thank you. I do believe I've purchased everything I need. Yay! I didn't know you could talk him down. Seriously though, 50 cents off. I'm literally counting change at the fucking pawn shop. Just like, come on. Okay, so equip this to play tapes. Equipped. Wait. Yeah! Alright, let's play the Door Gunner Mega Mix. The porta reel is just what you needed. The reel is attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is right up behind the magnetic reel. Ah! Fuck! Baby Jesus. This isn't Revachol, it's a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants. The harbor. That's the sound of the Cavalcent crane. When this shit's done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit, dogs, and chickens too. Gonna rent a room, Cordy, a real nice one. I don't give a shit, I'm fucking done. I'm done, mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dancer whore upstairs. Do it Lee Schmin style. Never did get the taste out of my mouth. A click, and then silence. The lieutenant presses the button marked arrêter on the porta reel. The tape stops spinning. What was that at the very end? Silence? End of recording. Who's this Cordy? Cordy could be short for Courtinier, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor, Mr. Right to Work. What's Lee Schmin? A village on the Samara Isla in TNN. Grad, committed war crimes there, the kind of things he talks about. You think he was there? Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know of the story from this man's service. What do you think? It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off their shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He did say he's gonna do it. You can't edit words into someone's mouth. Indeed, but... yeah. He's got a look of suspicion. Okay, what now? I think we've got a few more questions for Clash, don't you? It seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree. Sweet! I can just fucking jam music whenever I'm walking around. Oh, whoa, hey, there's a cafeteria window check? For heroic perception? I will do my best. It seems as if this plays a lot of different music. Or it might only have one song in it. So yeah, if we investigate the cafeteria window, we can see... Nice! We've seen the mysterious door, and we've been here for a very long time. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck. Damn, son. Oh, shit. And I won't get another roll because my perception is maxed out. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's super important. Oh, God. That's really okay. I happen to know that there's another roll that you can get for that window. And, I mean, we could always do a physical instrument check to kick the door down, even though I'm not particularly good at that. Still, there's another... The longer you stay in certain places, the more situational modifiers you'll get for that. There's the modifier, you've been here a long time, and then there's the modifier, you've been here for a really long time. Alright, let's take out my ledger failure and hatred. Clash, you got some explaining to do.
What brings you up here in the...
Oh, jeez. I do not have enough volition to look her in the eye. She looks back. Time moves slowly, the triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry, we'll protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs just below the silver jumpsuit. What is happening? Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. Anything out of the ordinary, and you will be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting. Am I being beguiled? Avert your eyes. Shit. Well, I could afford to put some more points into volition. Or can I? I need to talk to you about... Titus Harding gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape. She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring. Did he? I never said he was a good man or that he had good intentions, only that he was never bad to me. On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target. Where'd they get this recording exactly? It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via decryption station. It's authentic enough. Does he say he's going to do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Those are his exact words. Yeah, that was his pickup line. A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Leishman style? Yep, the word whore was used. He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Leishman, though a young woman lights a new cigarette with the butt of her old one, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Leishman. It was in his everything. Why say things like that? Machismo? Yes, was he bragging? Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, then integrated them into his idea of normalcy to keep on living, until they just sort of turned into his... what's the word I'm looking for? Persona? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. It sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Leishman massacre, and the 36 famine and Yusa all rolled into one person, then cast in Oranjese ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. You like this kind of stuff? We're all scraping up all any happiness we can find, officer, going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Leishman here. Did he tell you he actually had done those things? Here in Oranjese, I mean? No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess, at least as much as a man like him could be. Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready, I'm interested to see what Titus Hardy has to say now. Have you had time? Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just call him Lely. Nickname? I guess he came from Lelystad. It's short for that, and it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use. Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer. The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page Lieutenant passes to you. On is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing piece of the puzzle. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean. In Oranjese, officer. It's, I think a municipality's the term. Nowhere town. You weren't almost right, officer. You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondale. You were both from Orange. Yes, we were compatriots. Did that bring you together? No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Orange. I don't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Orange, it was bad habits. Sex. Alcohol. Speed. Probably also Cindenethal. What was his eye color? Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes and his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly, and he had a beautiful soft voice. Very surprising. But with all the scarring, it was quite something, watching him speak. He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth? Yes, severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in the some strange smile. That and those eyes. It's clear she was very much attracted to him, and still is. You found him attractive? Of course. He was the most strangely beautiful man I've ever seen. And I mean that. And now he's dead. A pity. Oh, yes, his hair. It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Interesting. I too have stroked his hair. Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now. She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't catch her off balance. I really like... I don't... Trust me, learning Lely's eye color is super important. There are a lot of roles that will have the bonus. He had blue eyes. How old was he, miss? He was 42. 42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50. He had many scars that made him appear older, but no. We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me. Looks like you were right, officer. Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. I didn't know it was a competition, Kim. It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport. There's no challenge without competition. There must be an opponent. And the competition's against the world. That's too conceptual for me. I just like to get autopsies correct on the first try, if possible. Where were we? He had a tattoo. Do you know what it meant? Oh, that. It was a map of his service history. Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks. How so? How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course, tattooed. Sheets are dirty for some reason. Is this Oranjese lit? Yes, this is the very essence of Oranjese lit. A moment's respite, dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course, and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, she points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star. What was this, baby? And he says, that was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that. She says, okay, but what's this, baby? And he says, saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths. And so it goes star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one. So you were the woman in this? Oh, yeah. Can you tell us precisely what they mean? No, thank you. I've seen enough of them dead. I can't tell you what they meant without looking at them. Go on. He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orange needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer for money. He went to Killer Academy in Vedafort, then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too, all of the islands. After this he came to Revachol and he got killed himself. Not a very fun story. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic? Could it be love that did him in? It very well could be, yes. What do you mean? What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean? He told me. Love is what killed him. That's not funny, officer. Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up. Something miraculous is coming, he told me. The man next to you blinks. His expression does not change. Alright, let's see where this is going. From way out in Northwest, he told me. Cool. We ordered a toxicology report. Any day what it'll show us? A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. Hear that? Sildenafil, just like you suspected. You got a great nose for this stuff. What's that? It's for maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors, so that feat becomes a little problematic. Why do I know this? Because you're a scientist, of course. How much does that toxicology report cost at Police of Revachol? I could do it for half of that. Save you some money. Make some myself. It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now. Well, I think we finished with this line of questioning. Okay. Nothing has given me the ability to look her in the eyes again. Alright. Wait. Stop that. Stop that, man. Bloated beyond all recognition was 42? That's what she said, yes. Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old. Where are you going, visual calculus? How old are you? That's where this is going. 45 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath you, I wonder? You could ask either of them. Kim, how old do you think I am? Huh? How old do I look? 58? Oh my god, that's really, really old. You asked me. Maybe you're wrong. You're wrong about the deceased, too. He was deceased. He'd been decomposing for a week. I feel like I've been decomposing longer from that. On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise. The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Sure, you're 42. Let's go. Wait, this requires scientific measurements. Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth. To the laboratorium! Now we have access to the date of birth generator. I don't know. I can't remember what the date of birth generator brings us, but I mean, we maybe should figure out how old we are, you know? So let's talk to Titus about the door gunner mega mix next time on Disco Elysium. His ace in the hole has failed. His nail in the coffin is more like, shit. What's something that doesn't fit into something? Tab A into slot C. Oh, fuck. We're done. Go home. Get out of here. Good night.